It's time to BS.
The spotlight. It should be about Meatwad. It should be Meatwad Day.
I'm going to bed. Go to bed.
I don't know how we're supposed to top that the whole rest
I
of
don't
the way.
know how. Have you done it on? Have you done this on No Creds yet?
No, I don't think Ryan knows I have.
Ryan doesn't know.
I don't think he knows. I mean, but we do have, as both of you know, because you've been guests and watchers of No Creds, and we appreciate it. We get some weird guests. Jerry Jones makes an appearance every once in a while, and Tony Atlas has been making appearances during our movie reviews.
Hall of Famer Tony Atlas, nonetheless.
Yes, that's right.
Jesus.
Oh,
so for those I'm watching on YouTube, the greens. So first of all, context is key here. USB camera is back.
Okay.
And I shrank like the size of like our image views and stuff like that from rectangles to squares.
All right.
Because of you and because of this thing.
Oh, okay.
So now it looks a lot more crispy.
All right, it does, but it looks like there's like some snow in Long Island there.
Yeah, that's the tower. So, okay, the other thing is, I have a tower fan. That's like I got from Walmart for like $20. I don't know what the heck is going on. Like it's weird. The USB camera like it's pixelated for some reason, but I love this. I want to use this thing.
Yeah, no, you got to use it.
Cool. I like the wide shot. I like the wide shot. It's nice. It's nice. It's delightful. Anyway, welcome to the Department of PS from the beaches of lovely. 2 minutes in, already a great start. From the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. This is Seahawks Sessions. I'm Dan Cruz. Follow the show. Blah blah blah. Dustin's here. Kevin's here. Flood free is Kevin as well. Woo!
Yeah. We're wooing, and that's all well and good, but there are some very sad, things that it's unbelievable what's going on down there.
No, we're not joking. We're not joking about the whole flood thing. We're just saying, like, that was my first question in the green room. Was like, hey, Kevin, are you flood free by chance?
Yeah.
So we are on solid ground here, which we are very appreciative and very grateful for, and. There's just so many people that you can't say that about, and prayers to all of them.
Yeah, of course.
See, you're a better person than me, Dan, because I was like, Kevin's messaging on Twitter and everything. He must be fine.
Wow.
No, but that's where my brain goes. I'm just like, oh, he must be okay. And like I said in the green room, I have no concept of the geography of Texas and things. And I'm admitting my ignorance.
The Hall of Famer, the late great Dusty Rhodes, is staring down at you, going, "Well, you're not my huckleberry pie there, Dustin."
Oh, man. I'm just a plumber's son. I tell you right now, I'm coming down from there. I'm going to lay the punches into you worse than I did to Ric Flair.
Woo!
I don't know. If I wasn't afraid of clipping, I would have done that louder. I don't have my Dusty Rhodes anymore. I used to have one, but I'm out of practice.
Don't you mean Dustin Rhodes?
No, Dusty, Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes. Dustin's father is Dusty.
Yeah. So
are we gonna get to a wrestling rabbit hole?
His real so Virgil was his real name, if I remember, Reynolds, but Dusty Rhodes, and then his son Dustin. Yeah, he is my namesake as well. So. He was not. I was not named after Dustin Rhodes. I realize that's how it sounded. I was not named after. All right, here's a weird aside. I'm putting
Dustin Rhodes would be Gold Dust would be. Like,
I know.
That's not very golden of you, there, Dustin. Hey,
yeah.
But yes, if Cody Rhodes is the half sibling of Dustin Rhodes.
Yes.
So there you go.
Yes, he is. And a weird aside, you want to know the real reason why my name is my name? Because it is literally, now I was born in the 80s, that wonderful and weird time. And they had books of names suggested at the hospital, wherever, name books. And my mom and dad could only agree on one name. And it was mine. Other than that, they were on completely different sides. Yeah, it was the only name that they both picked as an acceptable name in the book. So there we go.
So Emmanuel didn't cut it?
No, it didn't make it. My mom loved K names. So Kevin, one of her picks would have been, if it were up to her, I would have been a fellow Kevin.
Thanks, Mom.
Kevin.
Yeah.
She loved Kyle. That was another one that she was thinking.
Kyle.
She did get the K in my middle name. My dad was thinking some different stuff. He wanted to name me after his father. And then he also wanted to name me Shane, which was apparently after one of his dogs. And my mom said, we are not naming our son after one of your dogs, so there were some things. The rest I will not reveal on this fine program.
Megatron. It's just Megatron. Meg is short for Megatron.
I think back then wasn't that Heavens the Megatroid or something?
The Megatroid.
I don't know. We're already having a great time on the show. All right, I'm not going to do that anymore.
Help! I've created a monster. Help!
We jumped the tracks.
Yeah, we have.
We never
even got on them. We never even got on them.
Where is it?
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Oh, man.
Oh, I love this program. I do.
Could you imagine the alternate reality where my mom had gotten her wish and you would have been like, I'm here with Kevin and Kevin. that would have been something.
Well, the K and K show.
Yeah.
We'd figure out where to put the D in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I have a really bad joke.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to say it because it's a family show.
It's bad when Dad's holding back.
Oh, no.
You know it's bad.
I also can't because I have my Bible next to me and I will not do it.
Okay. That's solid reasoning.
All right. Yeah.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Help! Mom, I want off this ride.
So hopefully other people are joining us for it because
that's right.
We will talk Seahawks.
That's right. It's Friday night. Let's let loose and
Friday night we're having a good time.
Forget what happened on Thursday or Tuesday or whatever day that was in the ditch.
Yeah.
It's Friday. I'm in love.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were going with fellow Long Island native, I believe, Rebecca Black. I thought you were going to hit us with It's Friday from back in the day.
Hold on. Is she really from Long Island?
I think she is.
Am I the first time just knowing this? Hold on.
I might be totally wrong here, but we'll see.
Give me a second.
We'll see how reliable.
Rebecca Black, YouTuber, DJ, extensive coverage for 2011 debut single Friday.
Yeah.
She is from California.
Oh, I was way.
No.
You were way off. Dustin, come on.
Well, was it the production company that was in Long Island? I swear there was something Long Island about that video.
Give me a second.
Hold on. I don't know.
The only way we could have been more wrong is if she was from Guam or something.
I know. It was pretty bad, Kevin. When you go straight on mileage alone, she's on a completely different coast. It's about
from Irvine, California, nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh man, all right.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad area too. Irvine
Yeah,
is.
I know where that is. So yeah,
That's where the balloons go to, right?
I believe so.
The hot air balloon festival.
I believe. Well, that's in New Mexico.
Hot air balloon festival.
Yes, in New Mexico.
Is it New Mexico?
We're all over the place.
You are correct.
Unlike me.
Well, I would be shocked if I was wrong on that issue because I have a wife who's from New Mexico, so
yeah,
I felt very secure in giving that answer.
You did say that with a air of confidence. I was like,
Albuquerque.
Kevin knows.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm putting you away.
And, yeah, you got
putting you away. Jesus. It's enough of you.
Oh man, how's everybody doing? We know how we're doing. We're on one already.
That's right.
I'm hot. I hate the heat so much.
Yeah, I don't mind it as much, but yeah, it is pretty hot. I know for Kevin it's child's play, but we are hitting like 96 up here, and it's that humid heat. It's like that heavy heat.
Yeah, it surrounds you and it feels like it's trying to strangle you a little bit, and at least we're not, because Houston is way worse because they got more humidity down there.
Oh yeah,
they can have every bit of that.
Yup.
Yeah, but I will take the heat all day, every day, because in a few short months, I'm gonna be like, oh man,
Well, in a few short months here, it'll still be 94, so we have no worries there.
Yeah, you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
I will say, however, the bright side of the summers here on Long Island is the sunrise, because it's stupid early. Well, it's not really stupid. It's like 6:30 in the morning.
Okay,
and then at sunset, there's a delightful highway here on Long Island called Sunrise Highway, and it's one of the main highways here on Long Island. And at sunset, if you're going from east to west, sunset's beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. It's pink. There's some purple in there somewhere. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I might have to check that out. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you and I aren't that far apart, but we're farther apart than people think. People don't know New York's not Texas big, but it's big. I
love how Kevin's just enjoying his Slurpee.
Yeah,
that's right. Just in case you're out there and you didn't know any better, today is 7-Eleven, so it's free Slurpee Day, and on top of that, it is National French Fry Day today. So we need to be busting loose and getting some real party action going on right there.
Nice. Do you guys have a Hall of Fame for fries? Because it is National French Fry Day here in the Department of BS. Do you guys have a Hall of Fame for fries? Because let's make this easier. A Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
A Mount Rushmore fries. Because I saw the look on Dustin's face like, huh?
No. I was just trying to think. In real time.
The key to the whole operation is that the French fries have to be hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
You can't go to the drive-in, get French fries, and then go home and eat them 40 minutes later.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
Yeah.
So that's first. That's bottom line right there. There's nothing worse probably than stone cold
fries.
Yeah.
And you can't put them in the microwave. That doesn't work. I've heard that if you put them in the air fryer, that they turn out okay doing that.
Yeah.
But,
Can confirm this information.
Yeah.
Okay.
They crisp up decently.
We don't have one of those here, so we bought them and then ate them on the way home.
I did.
That worked.
Yeah, you gotta do that, and even if you're like driving home, not speeding, of course, but you're trying to get there fast. You gotta take a couple. You gotta take, like, say you order food for your family and you're driving back. You gotta take a couple fries out of the bag. You gotta have a couple bag fries.
There's certain laws that can't be broken, and that is one of them.
Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
I will say, to me, there's different levels of French fry, but I have to ask my esteemed panel here. Are we all agreeing that potato wedges are their own thing? Because some places try to serve them as their French fries. I'm looking at you, Red Robin, and I'm looking at you, KFC.
Yum.
I'm looking at you, KFC. You try to serve these French fries, and you're like, they're potato wedges. They're different. They're different.
Yeah, I'm in agreement here. And some people say, like, oh, chips are fries also. I'm like, who in the British are you? Like, we've fought wars over this.
Yeah.
We dumped tea in the bays.
No, we can't have
Farmers.
that.
Okay. All right.
So I would say number one on the list has been pretty much true forever and ever, and that's McDonald's.
Okay, I was going to go there, Kevin. I like McDonald's a lot, but I think it's their own category. Like McDonald's to me, because my number one is going to be different, but McDonald's to me, they have to be hot when you have them.
Absolutely. Those especially have to be hot.
I have one. Have you guys had Checkers fries?
What's Checkers fries?
I've never had Checkers.
I have not ever been there either.
Okay, Checkers here. The closest Checkers is like 45 minutes away from me, but it's as old school of a hamburger joint as you're going to get in terms of, it's like it was when it was McDonald's, probably before McDonald's got big and stuff like that. Okay, let's leave Checkers out of this, but they have it's a hot spicy fry.
Okay,
it's like some spice on there. Throw a lot of salt and spice on there, pepper on there too. It's like,
pepper is a very effective French fry.
It is indeed very
People
effective.
have looked at me like I have lost my mind completely when I talk about putting pepper on French fries, but it goes extraordinarily well.
Do you guys put cheese on your fries?
Absolutely not.
Really, Kevin?
Absolutely not.
I am blown away by this discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not. Essentially, I'm really not a cheese guy.
Okay.
Depending on the cheese. If you're going to tell me you're going to slap some cheddar cheese on there, or what's that other stuff? The one that's in that blue thing, not blue cheese, but it's Velveeta.
Like in the foily thing,
especially nasty. I'm not having any of that going on right now.
Agreed. The council agrees with this discovery.
Yeah, I'm not a big, like, every once in a while I'll put some cheese on my fries, but for the most part, I like my fries just as they are.
Yeah.
And I have to ask. Okay, I got a couple things. Five Guys Burgers and Fries is probably my number one. The fries from Five Guys, as long as they are fresh, they are good. And get the Cajun fries. The Cajun fries are good.
You also get them by the pound.
Yeah,
for like $5.
They just dump them in there. And people always look at me sideways when I get the large fry. They're like, they give you plenty. And I'm like, you're going to want them. You're going to want some of them. Don't look at me like I'm a crazy person. But
you want some of this?
Yeah, but then I have to ask.
You want some of this huckleberry pie? You know what I'm saying? because I agree with Kevin. McDonald's is a strong contender. And when you crave McDonald's, there are other fast food places that I like better than McDonald's. But when you crave McDonald's, there is nothing that hits the McDonald's way. But I have to ask, what are your thoughts on Wendy's? Because I like their burgers probably best of the four main fast foods. And
their fries aren't happening. Let me just throw that in there.
Okay. They're not happening. Okay.
Not happening.
What do you guys think of Burger King fries?
Burger King fries, it's been a long time since I've had them, but I do like them from what I remember.
I like those. And so Burger King is good. And if you go for what's the fries, that they're round and swirly.
Curly fries.
The curly fries.
From like Arby's, right?
Yes, from Arby's.
Arby's is good, and Jack in the Box is good. if they're curly fries. If they're the regular fries, and then you leave them right where in the package where they are.
Kevin, you've been all over the place. Have you had In-N-Out fries?
In-N-Out fries don't get it done.
Oh wow!
Really?
Okay.
They don't. Their burgers are fine. Their burgers are good.
I'm not going to disagree with you on the fries. The fries plain from In-N-Out are okay. But if you're going to have
like the
fries,
animal style,
if you're going to do it anywhere, if you're going to do it anything else, you might as well go crazy and just get the animal style.
okay.
But the shakes, I love the shakes from.
Okay, I can buy that. I can get especially the strawberry shake.
Oh wow! All right.
Very good.
Ooh. I have not been to In-N-Out because I'm not a well-traveled man.
You're up there.
Yeah, but also, and I do want to check it out, and I want to check out Whataburger too. Don't worry, Texas, I haven't forgotten about you. But here, I haven't had them yet, Dan, because there's not many by me, and there's only one on the thruway. And I do not think my first experience with a restaurant of any kind should be on the New York State thruway. Okay.
Nope.
Nope. So, Shake Shack. Have you had Shake Shack?
I have not yet.
I've had it, and if the bar's okay, then they're okay.
Okay. All right.
Ooh. Have you guys had Sonic fries?
I have one opening by me, and I've been looking forward to try it. But my expectations now are tempered now.
What about Sonic? Have you guys had Sonic fries?
Sonic
those and
Kevin said and.
I heard like Bugs Bunny enter the room for some reason.
If you're gonna go to Sonic, you need to get like the ocean water over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Or one of their limeades, the 8,000 different flavors of limeade. And chili dogs are good.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
If we're gonna have a discussion on burgers, Sonic is a first ballot Hall of Famer by a country mile.
All right, I got to get a Sonic burger because I have one by me.
They're so good.
I haven't gone to it in a while. And here's a crazy take. I have now. If you tuned into our Stanley Cup preview show for Belly Up, you might know that I have a Dairy Queen right down.
Dairy Queen's got it going on.
Good. Dairy Queen is
Dairy Queen's got it going on.
I've only had the Blizzards. I have not swung in there for a meal yet.
Okay.
Get the chicken fingers and fries right now.
Okay, that's good. And go in there and get the 3 taco meal. You'll enjoy that.
All right.
I can't disagree with Kevin. I cannot disagree with Kevin on this one. He is correct in this assessment. I don't know if this belongs in the discussion here. The Taco Bell nacho fries.
I haven't had these yet. I haven't had them yet. And you're talking to a man who likes to trash himself with some Taco Bell every once in a while.
Well, Taco Bell has its place.
It does.
No question.
2 in the morning.
That worked. Because the Taco Bell over by where we live is open until 4 a.m. So,
wow, really?
Yeah. So if you get one of those crazy urges and whatever urges, okay.
Ooh, yeah, urges. Yes.
Yeah, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You pull into to Taco Bell and get yourself a Brio Supreme. As long as there's no sour cream on it, that's vital.
All right, fine.
All
really,
right.
you're not against sour? You're against sour cream?
Sour cream and blue cheese dressing have no reason to exist on this earth.
I'm with you on the blue cheese dressing, Kevin. I take ranch every time.
That's right. That's right.
Am I the only psychopath in this room that enjoys blue cheese?
You must be. Like I said, it needs to be banished past Mars or somewhere.
The hell, man?
You're not a psychopath for enjoying blue cheese. There's too many of you out there.
I love my wings with blue cheese.
It smells nasty. It tastes awful. It looks awful. So that's 0 for 3 right there. So
But we will let you have your blue cheese.
Yeah, you know,
I will enjoy my blue cheese in my corner, good sir.
Yeah, as the captain of this fine ship, we will allow it. But here's the thing: you said, "Am I a psychopath because I like blue cheese?" No, that's not the reason. You know the reason, and I'm not going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring up your favorite snack because I've raked you over the coals on enough shows.
Justin, don't. You know what? Screw you. He's muted. I'm just
oh no, we're
Oh man!
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I will not tolerate the goldfish and raisin slander. And
I know. I felt really bad when you were like when
no,
I
you
said it.
didn't.
No.
Don't BS
No.
me.
No, for the most part, I liked joking about it. But then when I brought it up on No Creds and Ryan had the reaction he had, and then you were a guest on Brent's podcast, and he asked you about it, I felt real bad.
First of all, Canada, you have no right to trash goldfish and raisins as a quick and easy snack when you have poutine. Okay, shut up.
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
Shut up, Canada.
let me just add, okay? It depends on what the flavor of the goldfish are.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Is Kevin on my side here?
Yeah, if they're pretzel goldfish, I'm down.
Okay, fine. That's a reasonable that's a reasonable discussion. You know what? Council approves.
all right.
Council approved. Anyway.
Okay.
I do like poutine, which has fries, so we circled it all the way back.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Damn it! You know what? Is that the only acceptable cheese fry? Poutine?
Yeah.
Fine. That's
I'll
fine.
give it that.
Okay.
I'll give it
Canada,
that.
I take back what I said. I apologize. I apologize. Ooh. What about geez, I'm trying to go deep down the rabbit hole that is my brain.
We're pretty down there.
We're spelunking right now. Is what we're doing.
Have you guys had cookout?
What's cookout?
Okay, that answers that question. Never mind.
Man, no, I feel like you both have dined more than I have because some of these places you're naming, I'm like, I don't know.
So
I'm in the dark on this one though too.
The closest cookout is in Virginia, I believe.
All right.
Kevin might be closer because you're closer to South Carolina than the two of us are. But for you and I, Dustin, the closest cookout I believe is in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
And it's like it's a double-sided drive-through.
Okay, nice.
And they're open late. They're open until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And you can get, like 2 burgers, 2 things of fries, and probably 2 things and 2 shakes. Mm-hmm. Like a tray of food, $20.
Oh,
all right. I'm going to visit friends of mine in Virginia in October, and I am now telling them that we are doing this.
We're going to cook out.
But they're probably going to tell me they're probably going to tell me because we've established my geographical awareness of other states is terrible. So they're probably going to tell me, yeah, that's like 4 hours away from us.
No, I'm sure it's there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where do
I'm all in on going on adventures when it comes to food, but going to Virginia, it seems like that'd be a little far.
I can get to my friends in about 9 hours. It's basically a work day in the car. So that's why I queue up a few podcasts and I go.
Okay.
So,
Dustin, where do diner fries belong in the Hall of Fame?
I like a good diner fry.
I love a diner fry.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I like them a lot. And I like diner food. Like my bar.
Yes.
I don't know if I've told either of you fine gentlemen this because I've talked a lot on shows, but my bar for Chinese food is pretty low. It has to be offensive for me to not eat it.
Okay.
And I feel the same way about diner food. Like unless it's a really bad diner, I'm down because diners always have everything on the menu. It's the best. It's the best.
Yep. I can agree with this.
I can get on board with that.
Yeah. Yeah. So the last one that I want to bring to the table is crinkle cut fries, because I do not like them except for one notable exception.
Which is?
Nathan's. You go to Nathan's, you get the crinkle cut fries. Other than that, I don't want crinkle cut fries at all. Kevin, have you had Nathan's? Obviously,
I have not. I've had Nathan's.
Wow.
Well, let me say, because this is long time ago, and the mind gets cloudy, and whatever. But
back in my day,
right, and way back in the day, about 2 days after the dinosaurs,
I was just gonna say that. Was this before or after the dinosaurs were
killed?
It
was a couple days after that. I might have had, because I can remember having the Nathan hot dogs, but I don't recall if I had the French fries or not. And
I have your cousin Fred right here.
Oh, jeez. Where did you have that just laying around?
It's on my desk.
Oh, okay.
For those listening, it's a gator skull.
Yeah.
It's a little alligator skull. It's also right next to the petrified baby sand shark I have here.
Okay.
Don't believe me? Here it is.
Oh, I believe you. It's in a jar.
It's in a jar.
Okay.
I got a jar of shark. I got a jar of shark. It's inside it. For those
I would submit, Kevin, that if you cannot recall that whether you had the fries or not, then they probably weren't that memorable. Because knowing just learning what I've learned in this episode, and also being the man who was the inspiration for hot food takes on No Credentials Required, I know that you have passionate stance on food. So if you can't remember, they probably weren't memorable for you. If you had them.
I'll buy that. If they're not memorable, then that's not the bar.
Yeah.
So
fair discussion.
That's the only crinkle cut fry I will accept. The rest of them, if you come at me with crinkle cut fries, it makes me think of elementary school in the cafeteria, and I don't want that. I don't want that.
We could go on for another half an hour about that.
Let's let that. What's that saying? Let sleeping dogs lie, or whatever that is.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, we're a half hour into the show. We have not talked a stitch of football yet, and it's been one of the most enjoyable podcast experiences.
Unbelievable.
Well, if we want to switch over to the Seahawks, there was an observation that I made, which is I was looking at the Seahawk news, and they were talking about what would be the best position to play Nick Emanuri. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you'd watched Seahawks Sessions, you would know the answer to this.
That's right, Kevin. Free advertisement.
That's right, because we talked about this last week.
We did, whether he should be
crushed.
Why? Yeah. For saying he would be good at linebacker?
It's not even just that. It was like, so I'm going to read you some of the comments from that video.
Okay. Okay, let me settle in back here. Okay. All right, go ahead.
It's going to be great. Give me a second. I gotta go find
it. Go ahead.
So stupid. Why is every armchair trying to turn safeties into linebackers? Nick Emanuri is 220 pounds. Too light to play inside linebacker. Even Cam didn't do it at 230. Jesus. Jamal Adams was too small to play linebacker, as well as 200 pounds. They would get eaten and swallowed alive playing inside every down. Can Nick come down into the box at times to help to stop the run? Sure, maybe. But that is not the same as playing inside linebacker. He shouldn't be compared to Cam until he can show that he can do all the things that Cam did. So just stop it. It gets even better.
Okay.
I think the 3-4 defense gives a bit more room to allow some lighter backs in the inside because your other backers are more rush-oriented, so the O-line is accounting for 3 of the 5 bodies on the line plus Mike's side linebacker. He played weak side, assuming it may be field side in long yardage. It's a stretch, but those are my first thoughts. It gets better. No, I don't think he will be a starting linebacker due to his safety. He can go for a few plays as a bench player until we decide to move on from Kobe Bryant or Julian Love.
No. That person's kicked to the curb. for that
Agreed.
comment alone right there.
Agreed. Another person says, I think he'll be a versatile safety. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
My favorite one is whatever it takes to get him on the field in all caps. And then
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but I will say as one small caveat, and it's somebody, I wish I could shout them out, but I can't remember. But
was it a safety turn linebacker?
I believe it was somebody on, like I said, friend of the show, Jackson.
I know.
And
Deion Buchanan.
He said that when Emanuori was on the field, there were certain formations where the only other person on the field was Ernest Jones. What position does Ernest Jones play?
Linebacker.
That's right. So they're trying something. They
are going to try something. And the interesting thing that I also read was that, the head coach, Mr. McDonald, likes to play sometimes with 3 safeties. Which is awesome. Simultaneously, but that's not something you're going to do often.
No.
And so then he'll be on the field, obviously. But what are you going to do with him other than that?
Chaos.
I like the sound of chaos. I mean,
could you put him at that position that Bruce Irvin played years back, where they were just like, okay, he is a rusher, he is a spy, and he rushes the quarterback. That's it.
I'm not against that, but the player that immediately comes to mind when safety turned linebacker, it was a former first-round pick from Washington State, Deion Buchanan, who played with the Cardinals for a number of years. And he was an undersized safety turned linebacker. He was, 6 foot 5'11", something like that. And he was a big guy. He wasn't like 5'11" and obviously 5'11". He was a pretty good linebacker for them. I think he was playing weak side. Dustin's doing real-time research, I can tell.
Yes, I am trying to find out his height for you.
I'm
too slow at this
on who's doing the measuring.
Ryan usually he was 6'1", 211 pounds.
All right.
Ryan usually does the research on our show. He's much faster.
Okay.
27th pick, 2014 draft. Originally drafted as a safety from Washington State. He was a linebacker / safety for the entirety of his career. Played with the Giants, played with Tampa. I believe he won a Super Bowl with the Bucs.
I'll have to look it up. See if
he did. He won a Super Bowl in Tampa. Was with Atlanta. Was back with Tampa. But more importantly, made his presence known with the Cardinals as a safety turned linebacker with Arizona from 2014 to 2018.
Okay,
where he was effective. He was very effective with Arizona. So.
Yeah, and I mean, look, he could
do it.
Yes, he could. I think he could, because, like I said, the person whose name is escaping me, I would have shouted them out, but I believe they were a guest on Jackson's show, and
Greg Bell.
He said, "Yeah, I believe that's who it was." And he said there were formations where the only other person across on the field with him at the same time was Ernest Jones. So
right.
they're doing something. And this is the time to try everything, because it's not real yet. It's not real.
Absolutely.
All right. So we have been doing this for almost 40 minutes, and we still haven't done a stick an advertisement because,
Okay. Well, that's what happens when you get Slurpees involved and French fries and.
We've had everything.
Possible Crown Royal is involved too.
That's a possibility, and we start talking about blue cheese and stuff like that.
Hey, leave blue cheese out of this. Ryan, take it away, because this show ain't free. This show ain't free. So time for some ads.
Hey everyone, it's Ryan from No Credentials Required to talk to you about one of our newest partners at Belly Up Sports, SeatGeek. Yeah, live sports is great on television, but the feeling of being at the arena is a priceless experience. That's why our friends at SeatGeek are there to help you find the best tickets at the best prices. Not only can you get tickets to sporting events, but you can also get tickets to concerts, comedy shows, musicals, and more. Search for your desired event now at SeatGeek.com, enter promo code BellyUpSports at checkout, and you save $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek. Life's an event. We have the tickets.
All right, Kevin, what can you tell us about our sponsor, SeatGeek?
They're very good. They do
Great
what
start.
they say they're going to do. You put that in there, that code, and the price does, in fact, go down. So, get on
There you
there,
go.
use it, and you'll be quite pleased.
Oh yeah. I've used it for local hockey games around here. The Adirondack Thunder. It's a fun time up in South Glens Falls. Go see a game there, but you put in that. I went with some friends. I went with 2 different sets of friends, and both times they were pleasantly surprised when I said, "Hey, use this app, put this code in. You're going to save some money." And they said, "That saved us a lot of money." I said, "You're welcome."
Indeed. How does that
You're
sound
welcome,
good?
and make sure that you buy the first drink. How about that?
Yeah.
What can I say except you're welcome? That's a great movie, Moana. That's a really good movie. Oh, boy. Anyway, use the promo code BellofSports in all caps at SeatGeek.com or the SeatGeek app. Get $20 off your first purchase. That is SeatGeek and proud sponsor of Time to BS and Belly of Sports, Belly of Media. So, guys, there has been rumors going around the NFL field. This man has been in talks with NFL ownership for, 10 years now, something like that. Pre-Dan Snyder selling the Washington Commanders. Or the reskins, or whatever the heck you want to call them. But anyway, just family show. Anyway, regardless. So, Jeff Bezos sold, what the heck was it, like $600 million worth of shares off Amazon?
Crazy. Yeah.
Now, for those who do not know the history of one Jeff Bezos, he was born in 1964, Jeffrey Bezos.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Anyway.
You had to do it.
I had to. It was too easy. It was low-hanging fruit. It was right there. He is from the Seattle area. Amazon did get its start in Seattle.
Yes.
He was born and raised in Washington State. The ownership group of Seattle is eligible to sell, I believe, this year or next year. I'm not 100% sure. Someone Google that, please, because I have no idea. But I think Jackson told us, I think it was supposed to be last year, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what he said. Let's see.
I believe it was last year. Because Paul passed away a few years ago.
Yeah,
he passed away a few years ago. But go for it.
Let's see. It says what I'm seeing is it specifically references the Blazers, but it says the Paul Allen estate specifically notes that the Seahawks are not for sale. There was a previous understanding related to a 1997 agreement concerning stadium funding that might have impacted a potential sale, but that clause no longer applies. According to the spokesman review, the estate is focused on selling the Blazers, with the process expected to extend into the 2025-26 basketball season, but I am not finding anything.
So, in theory, it could or couldn't happen.
Yeah.
So let's just throw this out there. Jeff Bezos, born and raised in the Seattle area, Washington State. I would only guess, I don't know, probably a Seahawks fan. What are the possibility, say, of Jeff Bezos saying, hey, Jody, I will pay you $12 million, which is pocket change to this guy.
Yeah.
For the ownership stake of the Seahawks. What do you say?
I mean, $12 million would be
$12 billion,
or $12 billion would be.
Yeah, I was going to say 12 million.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
wouldn't open the front door.
No,
I don't know. It was just a guess because the Dallas Cowboys are worth 10. So
for 12 billion, but I mean that would be hard to walk away from. But I did find something. Okay, this is on full disclosure. This is on a Reddit thread. But apparently, 2025 is the first year she would be eligible to sell the team without having to pay 10%.
That's what it was.
That's what it is for the estate tax or whatever.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
It's not like it's down here in Texas where, they kind of rein in the taxes a little bit. Washington probably throws you down a flight of stairs when it comes to that.
Kevin's just throwing references like crazy all the time here. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, I mean, again, it's the likelihood isn't it's not a matter of like, hey, what's the likelihood of happening? But the only reason I say but, remember, Dustin, you two are basketball fans. The Board of Governors meeting happened yesterday with the NBA and the ownership committee about expansion. Mm-hmm. What is a possible? There, Jesus, Kevin, there it is. See the look. It's like, oh, here we go. About the possibility of it, the no-brainer idea would be the Seattle Supersonics to return to the NBA.
Bring them back, expand, bring them back. The arena is there now, and also it's a beautiful
arena.
As part of the sale, or if you want to call it that, or the steal. Sorry, OKC, I have nothing against you and your fans, but that team is Seattle's. But the NBA allowed the Sonics to retain the color scheme, retain their history, retain their records, retain the logo, retain everything. So it makes so much sense to just bring them back. You want to expand, bring them back to Seattle. The arena is there.
It's right there.
It's right there. This isn't Key Arena anymore.
Nope, it's Climate Pledge. And Kevin, you are a baseball junkie. And I'll add a third in this equation: the Mariners. Can you imagine if, with the money that Bezos has, if he bought the Mariners, and the Mariners actually had an ownership group that gave a crap about that city and that great fan base the Mariners do have?
Yeah, that might actually go out and get a hitter.
Yeah.
Because they know how to get pitching, but they have no clue whatever when it comes except for Cal Raleigh, of course. But
Cal Raleigh is 37 home runs right now.
He's in the dumper, or he's in the derby. Sorry, the big dumper's in the derby.
You know what? Points. Points.
But beyond that, because they've had one of the best pitching staffs for a couple of seasons now.
And they're hitting, time, yeah.
Yeah, and they're hitting like 220 as a team.
It's stupid. It's so stupid.
They just they can't or won't, probably won't is more likely. That they're wasting these pitchers.
I guarantee
what happened yesterday. Brian Wu was pitching a no-hitter into the 8th inning.
Yes.
I guarantee you, any one of those starters were on any other team, ace.
Yeah, but I will say, and it's only because I drafted him on my fantasy team to be my ace. But what's going on with Logan Gilbert this year? He's hurt. He's been hurt, and then he's come back. He hasn't looked the same.
He's been hurt. Something's up with him. But anyway, we're getting off track because
we are getting off track. But so if he wants to come in, and the question is, would NFL let him?
Yeah. Oh my God, they would have to. They would have to. It's too much money on the table.
I mean,
Well,
it's
too much
true.
money.
And it all depends if Jerry Jones, I don't know anything about their relationship, if they like each other or whatever else it is, because Jerry Jones was completely behind the whole Stan Kroenke move to LA, and that's why that whole stadium happened.
Yep.
And so, and if Jerry Jones is against this, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
He does control, like he doesn't control the owners, but he has enough friends that he can control the votes to make something.
He has majority say in terms of the owners committee, if
Yeah.
the owners council, if that is the case. He does have a majority of the say.
Right.
When it comes to a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
when you've got the biggest, selling, team, whichever the proper phrase of that is, in the whole world, and you've got say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
unfortunately.
do, as much as a lot of us like to rag on the Cowboys, they are one of
Which
the
is completely
recognizable
legitimate.
teams. Yeah, but I will say, and it's not, we are not this kind of show, so I hesitate to even bring it here. But my big thing is, in this hypothetical world where Jeff Bezos buys either the Mariners, the Seahawks, or potentially the Sonics, if they were to return to the NBA and expand, he has no question. He has the money. He could invest in the team. They could bring free agents there. They could do whatever. And I understand the comparison I'm about to make is apples to oranges, okay? But Jeff Bezos owns the Washington Post, and that is not going well.
I did not know that apart, actually.
It's
true. It's true.
It's a completely different thing, and newspapers are a hard thing to run in this day and age. So I realize I'm making an apples and oranges comparison. But there's no guarantee that he would be like, as much as people like to rag on Jody, we don't know if he would be an upgrade at ownership. We don't know.
No, I hear you out, but the hypothetical idea would be deep pockets to potential.
Yeah.
I'm more focused on the Mariners side of things here because the Mariners are one of 20 Major League Baseball organizations that suffer with crap ownership. Don't believe the Marlins. Perfect example.
Yeah.
Well, at least the Marlins have been to a World Series. The Mariners are the only team that's never even been.
Unbelievable.
When you think about those Lou Piniella teams and some of the teams they've had and the stars that they've had,
Randy Johnson, Edgar Martinez,
Alex Rodriguez, and then it finally, okay, we're going into a baseball segue.
That's
here,
fine.
but at least their current manager, it took a former catcher who played for the team, Dan Wilson, a fellow Wilson, Kevin. It took him to finally figure out who the heck the closer is. So shout out to Dan Wilson for figuring that out.
Well, if I'm paying my manager, I would have certainly appreciated if he could figure out who the closing pitcher is going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would come along with the first paycheck, I would say.
Oh, gross.
And there's your first paycheck. Now, who's the closer? I don't know. Well, no paycheck for you.
I don't know. Whatever. Just throw a dart to the dartboard, see if it sticks.
Yeah, but
obviously that has not worked.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I think that last thought on this whole thing, I think it's more of the fact of it's not only because of the Mariners, but it's also the potential return of the Sonics.
Yeah.
Because that's happening.
Yeah.
The only question is when.
Yeah.
Let me just say, if the Sonics, when the Sonics come back, they must retain the intro to the game that they used back in the day. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and put that on there. The Sonics, game intro. It was fabulous.
Fabulous indeed.
You're gonna have to check.
Fabulous. Okay. If they change that, if they won't agree, then you're not getting a team. Okay.
You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
By order of Grand Councilman Kevin Wilson himself.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yes.
That's right. Because that song had some Pink Floyd going on in there and stuff like that. And so anytime you use Pink Floyd, you get points from me.
All right.
Okay.
all right.
And so that's I have nothing more to say about that. So
With that being said, we have a very interesting discussion next up, because it has been over 3 years since the Russell Wilson trade, and this predates Seahawks Sessions.
Yes.
February. What was
few
it?
days,
February?
right?
What was it?
By a few days.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, so the Russell Wilson trade was over 3 years ago.
Yes.
And I remember when it happened. I remember where I was here. John, who was one of the co-hosts of Time to BS at the time, we did an episode about the trade. At the time, I said, I'm not surprised that the trade happened. I'm disappointed that it did happen. When I saw the compensation, I'm not going to lie, I said, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate your honesty here, because I was the same way. I was not happy about this. I was really broken up about it, because I was thinking at that time, you got to remember, we're not looking. And at that time, Russ had that one injury-plagued season in Seattle. Right. But other than that, he had been roses in Seattle.
He missed, I think it was most of his final season in Seattle with the broken finger.
Yep.
Right.
And then he had an MCL sprain or tear, partial tear in 2016.
Yeah.
After it was at the Niners, week 2 against the 49ers, where Trevon Boykin took over for the remainder of that game. And then he played the rest of the season on one leg.
With that knee brace. Yeah.
Unbelievable how he did that. But it's thinking back on it, I think it was either Jody got involved, or I said, okay, John, do something. Because we know the reports. We know the articles that have since come out.
Yes.
Since Russ was traded.
Yeah. And
if you have not seen the week 1 game where Russ did come back for his first game with Denver, the boos were not surprising.
Yeah.
And
if you're a Seahawks fan and you didn't watch that game, then you should have your membership card revoked.
So
I watched that one.
It was a great game. I'm not going to lie. I almost bought tickets to that game.
Oh, wow.
I was going to fly to Seattle for that. I was going to buy tickets to Seattle. I was going to take a friend of mine with me. We're going to go to that game, and it was going to be my first Seahawk game. And it was the Russell Wilson return, because and the reason was because my Islanders childhood hero, John Tavares, I was at his first game back at the
when he
Nassau,
went to Toronto.
When he went to Toronto, and his first game back at Nassau Coliseum since signing the Maple Leafs. That crowd was rowdy. And I was going to fly to Seattle to go watch that game live, and I couldn't because of timing and pricing and everything else, but whatever. It was the hostility. But at the same point, you don't blame the fans.
No. There had been a lot of stuff that was coming out, but I remember I was vocal because the Russell Wilson trade predates this show, but I had just started my tenure with Ryan, and he asked me about it. I remember I said, if you boo Russell Wilson after everything he has done for the city and everything, that I was very, very supportive of Russell Wilson at that moment. But I want to take you both back and see if you remember, because I remember the stories around the time. I was very shocked that Russ went, because I thought there were rumblings that Pete Carroll's offense is outdated. It can't compete in the modern NFL. There's a power struggle in Seattle. It's going to be Russ or Pete. And people were predicting that Russ was going to come out on top because at that time he was a quarterback. And what do you have if you don't have a quarterback in today's NFL? You have nothing. So I thought that Pete was going to be the one that lost out.
And player empowerment was a huge thing.
Yeah.
Back at that time. Not as much nowadays because thanks NBA, it's proved that player empowerment can ruin teams.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen it nowadays. And you're right, Dustin. You're absolutely right. Russell Wilson went behind the backs of Pete Carroll and John Schneider, went to the owner, Jody Allen, and said, I want you to fire Pete and John. That report has been confirmed. There have been hundreds and hundreds of articles that have come out about Russ and his. Long story short, a lot of bridges were burned.
He did burn them.
A lot of bridges were burned, and so much so that you got when Russ was traded. You started to see a lot of ex-Seahawks come back.
Mm-hmm.
Doug Baldwin came to training camp.
Yeah.
Sherm came to training camp. Cam Chancellor. And he doesn't hate anyone.
Yeah.
Came to training camp.
Right. He'll hit you till you can't see, but he doesn't hate you.
And KJ Wright, who was with Seattle Sports Radio of ESPN, even he was like, I'm blown away by this discovery because it clearly showed that Russ was not only trying too hard to fit in with one of the guys, it also showed that he thought he was bigger than what he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which that sucked. It sucked because again, he still is unquestionably on the Mount Rushmore of Seahawk football.
Yeah, for sure.
Without question.
Absolutely.
Question. It's him, Walter Jones, Steve Largent, and you can make a very good argument for Kenny Easley.
Yeah, and I would put Cortez Kennedy up on
Cortez Kennedy has to be on there.
Put Cortez up there.
Cortez or Kenny Easley because they both won Defensive Player of the Year. Easley in 84, Cortez in 92? 91?
I'm trying to remember. I got to
somewhere in there.
I think it was 92. I was in the 90s. It was in the 90s. Cortez Kennedy won Defensive Player of the Year in 1990. Final answer 92.
And that's when they weren't even a good football team.
Oh, they were horrible. They were horrible in the 90s.
That's right. Yeah. And so if someone was to come to me after they won the Super Bowl and said, "Hey, you're one of those, get on the bandwagon," that would get away from me. All right.
Yeah.
I was with them in the 90s when they were straight
horrible.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Believe me, Cortez Kennedy won Defensive Final answer 92. Was that correct?
92 is correct.
92 was correct.
Yeah.
So, and I believe the Seahawks won 3 games that entire year.
Yeah. I wasn't with them quite that far back because I wasn't watching football back then. But when
moral of the story, though, Russ is on the Mount Rushmore of Seahawk football.
Yeah, for sure.
Not even close.
And if you want to talk Mount Rushmore of Seahawks quarterbacks, he is the Mount Rushmore. The only other person that you could put on there is Jim Zorn because he started it all for the Seahawks. And you could put on Matt Hasselbeck. I would put Matt Hasselbeck on that QB rush.
In 1992, the Seahawks were 2-14.
I was close. 2
and 14.
And he won the Defensive Player of the Year.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was. May he rest in peace. By the way, the late great Cortez.
That's right. That was one of the more shocking deaths that I remember reading about.
Oh yeah. So Russ did burn a lot of bridges his way out, and he tried to be bigger than the franchise in his next home in Denver.
Yeah, and we saw what happened when he was given that control by a coach who was clearly ready to let him do anything. Now that coach, he Nathaniel Hackett dug his own grave by not practicing his ones at all in the preseason, and there were other things that came out. Nathaniel Hackett did not help his case, but Russell Wilson, yeah, he was given a long leash in Denver, and it did not work out well.
When they brought in Sean Payton, I remember texting friend of the show, Aerated Type Podcast, Michael McClintock. I remember, who's a big Broncos fan. I even texted him and said, "You got your coach. Mm-hmm. You got your coach." And when they released Russell Wilson, who, by the way, signed a 4-year deal or 5-year deal, $245 million.
Yeah,
do the freaking math, and you began to see, hey, maybe it may not be worth paying all of these quarterbacks that much money.
Yeah,
and I believe it started with Ross.
They still haven't learned that lesson.
Yeah,
Brock
You're
Purdy.
paying Dak Prescott $65 million.
At $60 million, close enough, but yes,
okay,
I hear you on that.
Okay,
yeah.
60.
It was
okay,
60.
The just throw an extra $5 million. Who cares?
Whatever. $5 million for each playoff win. Anyway, but Kevin, where were you when the trade was announced?
I was here in Texas, and
after the dinosaurs,
and
this is a great running joke.
I think where things started to go downhill with him, because remember that last contract he signed with the Seahawks, right? And he wasn't even up for a contract as of yet. And he, just pretty much, he laid at home, and he was like, well, I'm not doing anything until I get a contract. And the Seahawks relented and gave him that deal. And things, ever since that deal happened, hasn't gone well for him. Yeah. And so I think that he at that moment, probably rightfully so, he thought he was king of the world. Everything. Well, why wouldn't he think that? The Seahawks acquiesced to his demand when they didn't have to do it.
I think you can also point to the Let Russ Cook movement.
Yes, the Russ Cook.
Which
he put up numbers.
In his God honest defense, we've discussed this before, all three of us. We've discussed this, the stubbornness of Pete, and how he believed that Russ had his limitations, which to a degree he was right. But at the same point, it was, you have an offense. Russ was your entire offense.
He was.
By a mile.
He was, but also I would say when Marshawn was there and in his prime, Marshawn was as big of a
did help.
Yeah.
Marshawn did help.
Yeah.
Marshawn did help a lot. But
especially in those early Russell Wilson years, you could see Marshawn build a lot of things out. And Russ built a lot of things out with his leg, which after 2016, he couldn't really do anymore.
He couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But Dustin, where were you when the trade was announced?
The trade, when it was announced, I believe I was at work and I was shocked because, like you, I was incensed, and I'm saying, Drew Lock, we're gonna Drew Lock. I'm like, Drew Lock's gonna be the starter, and at that time, I'm looking and I'm thinking, Geno Smith, we're gonna roll with Geno Smith and Drew Lock. Now the picks, I was excited about the picks, but the players that we got back, I wasn't necessarily excited about.
That's the other thing, man. The players that they got back, aside from Noah Fant and to a degree, Shelby Harris.
Yeah, but Shelby Harris played well for us, but then he left and went to Cleveland, did he not? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
You are correct. You are correct, actually, from my memory. He was released after 1 year with the Seahawks and then signed with Cleveland. He's now the Browns' defensive tackle, I believe. Hope to God I'm wrong.
Even Noah Fant, the Seahawks haven't known what to do with a tight end
Yeah,
hopefully until this year, which is another conversation that I've heard talking about whether or not the Seahawks are going to play a 2 tight end offense.
We'll get to that later, but anyway, or we'll get to that. Probably get to that next week. But anyway, it's,
okay. That's a good topic for next week. Yeah,
but it's. You were at work. You were like, Drew Lock. What?
Yeah, Drew Lock, I remember because back then I was there was a show that I went on because they were talking about the NFC West and preview, and they wanted me on there because of course I'm Seahawks.
Yeah,
and my picks to be the starting quarterback were Smith or Drew Lock. And I'm like, will they win 5 games this year?
Yeah.
And of course, I turned out to be absolutely wrong.
We all were.
Everybody involved because, the whole, nice story about Smith and, the redemption story and everything that happened with that.
Yeah.
But that offseason, I was like,
huh?
I could be the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks and be better than Drew Lock.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here we are 3 years later, and we still know that's true.
And Drew Lock has returned.
Couldn't, because he got a second chance. Mm-hmm. And he got, where did he get kicked to? I don't even know.
He couldn't beat out Geno for the job, but they did have a very complimentary relationship with each other, apparently.
Yep.
But Drew Lock is now back in Seattle. He is.
He's the
okay. That's right. Because they got rid of the Washington Commander dude, and who went to Minnesota.
Sam Howell. Yep.
Sam Howell, who I expected much more out of.
Oh my God, the Sam Howell train that was running for Sam Howell should be the starter over Geno Smith. Well, we proved that wrong.
Yeah, we saw what happened in the Green Bay game.
Well, I wasn't going that far, but I thought there was some potential with him.
Yeah.
Because he got sacked like 890 times.
Yeah.
That last year he was in Washington.
He also played some really good ball in North Carolina in college. He played some really good ball with the Tar Heels. But anyway. Regardless, it was
that's way beyond the beside the point right there. But and
Russell Wilson, at the time, I was like, okay, the likelihood of getting a Hall of Famer at quarterback again, is slim to none.
Yes,
you can't. It's not going to be Green Bay where you go back-to-back Hall of Famers with Favre and then Rodgers.
Yeah,
unlikely to happen, and I thought the cracks were starting to show because not only was the reports of Russ going behind to Jody were coming out, but there was also reports of John Schneider was very interested in Josh Allen. And the year after that, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, so he was already planning. He was already planning to try to get
give John Schneider a lot of credit, and we know not only have sometimes we have trashed John every now and then, but the clip of Jackson Bevins trashing that man is pretty popular across Twitter. Pretty popular. And Jackson says what he says about John, but to give John a lot of credit, he wanted to move on from Russ because he saw his limitations, and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes were the shiny new toys potentially for the Seahawks. And since then, he has been proven right. Weirdly enough, Patrick Mahomes is a 3-time MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champion. Josh Allen, reigning MVP.
Yeah, and I think what you hit the nail on the head when you said the likelihood of finding a Hall of Fame quarterback, because I remember saying to the vice president at my office, she and I talk football every once in a while, and I said, they got rid of a future Hall of Famer because say what you want. A lot of people are going to look at Russell Wilson with Steelers glasses. They're going to look at him with Broncos glasses, which I will call out Sean Payton.
That's right.
His second year in Denver, Russ had him in contention.
Go, Dustin, go.
He had him in contention, and then
26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. I don't want to hear it from you.
He
Sean
still
Payton.
had him, and he still had one of the better deep balls in the NFL at that time. And Sean Payton comes to him and says, "We're going to bench you for Jarrett Stidham." It was a contract thing and nothing else. They wanted to release him, and that's what they did. But at the time when this trade was done, Russell Wilson was on a trajectory to be in the Hall of Fame based on what he had done already in his career. If you look at the comps of his Seahawks career, Tom Brady is the one that stacks up and others. So I will say something controversial right now.
Go for it.
Probably a lot of people's opinions. No matter what Russell Wilson does with the Giants this year, when he finishes his career, he's got a shot at the Hall of Fame because of what he did with the Seahawks alone. And that's the lens. That's the lens that you have to, if you're going to travel back in time. That's how a lot of Seahawk fans were feeling. That's why we were pissed off, because if you look at it now with the benefit of hindsight, Pete Carroll looked like a genius at the time because he was proven right. And they kept Pete, and I would argue it extended his career in Seattle. They gave him extra time because they kept saying, well, he was right about Russ.
And then it kind of felt like the opposite, which was Russ was bailing out Pete. Yeah. Because we've seen a lot of the games during Russ's last couple of years where it felt like Pete was making stupid decisions and not adjusting to the defensive scheme of today's NFL at the time. Yeah. And Geno also bailed him out a little bit too.
Yeah, because Geno has mobility. People don't, but
Geno had his moments. Geno has his moments. He does. Yeah. But it goes back to the argument of, if you were to go back in time and tell yourself, okay, where is this going to go with the Russell Wilson trade? Is it going to go to 5 more years of Pete, or is it going to go to, hey, maybe rebuild? I think about 90% of Seahawk fans would have said rebuild.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely, because you don't trade a Hall of Fame quarterback like that unless if it's a rebuild. And at the time, maybe it should have been. Maybe it didn't need to be. But, again, give Schneid's a lot of credit. JS, give John Schneider a ton of credit because the ball was in his court and he adjusted. He adjusted perfectly. Almost damn near to a T. Mm-hmm. Truthfully. And it's one of those where you look back and you go, what could have been?
Yeah.
When 2014.
Oh, yeah.
What could have been? Yeah,
ultimately what could have been.
Let's leave that, completely in the closet where it belongs.
Yeah.
With R. Kelly while we're at it.
Yeah. He's trapped in there.
That's right.
Along with Tom Cruise. and for some reason John Travolta's in there too.
Oh man.
The viewers are probably just going,
what you have done has made God very unhappy.
That meme has been used a grand total of 12 times.
Yes, it has.
To be honest here. Probably to be honest here. Oh, Jesus. We got to move on because we have a question, because last week we did who was better, San Francisco or Seattle? This week we go to the desert. Who is better, Arizona or Seattle?
Man, who wants to lead off on this one? Who's got thoughts?
You know what? Let's go to the dinosaur.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding, Kevin. Let's go. Kevin, are you back from Jurassic Park by chance? I'm sorry.
No worries.
This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Well, the answer to this better be Seattle, or the Seahawks are really in trouble, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If they're not better than Arizona this year, they're in for a rough ride, because we've been, at least I have been, since they made their adjustments and brought in, all the, got rid of the quarterback and we're like, hey, what are we doing here? And then they bring in Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's supposedly setting this team up for future and continued success. If they're not better in Arizona, that means they're battling the 49ers, most likely, for bottom of the division.
Well, Arizona signed Josh Sweat. They brought back Calais Campbell after a multiple-year hiatus from the team with Jacksonville, Baltimore, Atlanta. Brought in Dalvin Tomlinson from Cleveland. Josh Sweat, who went off with the Eagles in the Super Bowl this past season.
Yeah. That's
defensively, they're going to get better. Defensively, they're going to get better.
Yeah.
They absolutely are going to get better.
They will. And if you remember last year, Trey McBride didn't score a touchdown until week 17.
Unbelievable.
That's not going to be the case this year. And Mr. Harrison over there, he disappointed everybody in his first season. Whether you drafted him on your fantasy team or you're a fan of Arizona, either way, he disappointed you.
Yep, correct.
And I don't see that continuing. He's way too talented for that to continue to me. And if the quarterback over there can't finally figure this out, I need to get the ball to Mr. Harrison and Mr. McBride, then he needs to be shipped completely off the planet.
Ultimately, you're right. Ultimately, the Cardinals will live and die by Kyler Murray.
That's right.
That is
absolutely correct.
Jonathan Gannon's a good coach. I think they've shown that last year that Jonathan Gannon has proved to be a good coach for the Cardinals. Defensively, they fought tooth and nail to stay in there. And the fact that they brought back Calais Campbell to play his final season with the Cardinals, who can still play. Yep. Calais Campbell, even at 38, 39 years old, can still play. Josh Sweat's a big one. I think their Buda Baker's still there. Who I don't know how he's still there, but regardless, anyway. Do you remember that they picked the Seahawks? Who did they pick over Buda Baker?
I do not recall.
Malik McDowell, who is no longer in the league.
Oh, jeez.
That's not.
He had never played it down with the Seahawks, by the way.
Not a happy memory right here. So
anyway, also former Seahawk first-round pick LJ Collier is on the Cardinals.
I was going to say, didn't Collier go to the Cardinals?
He's with the Cardinals. Anyway, so I remember where I was when he got picked because I was at Jesus, what the heck is it? I was at a bar in New York City.
Oh, okay. So suffice it to say, your reaction to the LJ Collier pick was probably less than kind.
Because that was the Frank Clark trade.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Clark trade.
Yep.
It's Arizona is either going to be middle of the pack, really good to the point of a wild card team. They could win the division because question mark are the Rams.
Yeah,
Let's be fair. The Rams, aside from their defense carrying them for majority of last season, question mark. And then there's you could also pick where the Cardinals could go is, they're a year away. Because they're going to be good.
I mean, I think I don't mean to sound like I'm hedging my bets, but defensively, I think I still give the edge to the Seahawks because I have that much faith in Mike McDonald and what he's trying to do and what he's already done with the defense. And we know that McDonald will pivot. If things are going bad, we know that he and John will pivot. They did it with Ernest Jones last year, a couple other key acquisitions mid-season. But offensively, I give the edge to the Cardinals all day. I have to because you have Marvin Harrison. As Kevin pointed out, Marvin Harrison will not replicate the season that he had last year. And largely, it wasn't his fault, in my opinion. It was Kyler Murray's fault. But where Kyler Murray has another dimension, even if he makes mistakes sometimes, Kyler Murray can still extend plays with his legs, which is another dimension that Sam Darnold heretofore has not proven that he can do. Sam Darnold is statuesque back there. And the other thing is at running back, okay, James Conner, he may not be the flashy pick, but he's going to get the job done when he's in there. And he hasn't been. James Conner got the rap for being injury prone. The last 3 seasons, he has not missed much time at all. People are still thinking of
That's right.
People are still thinking of his time with the Steelers, and K9's missed a lot of time. We know it. It's why.
Hold on. You probably know I'm going to go with this with Kenneth Walker. Did you guys see a recent picture of Kenneth Walker?
I have not seen the recent.
I have not seen a picture. I
want you to look this up on Twitter.
Okay, hold on.
I swear, Dustin, you might get this reference. Kratos from God of War.
Oh yes, of course. Okay.
He looks like Kratos from God of War.
Oh man,
he is shredded. It is unbelievable how this guy looks.
I hope that he. All right, let's see.
Oh, it was great.
I mean, I can follow him right now.
It is fantastic. Where did I put this? Hey, Fred Durst is in a SmackDown tonight.
Oh, man.
I just opened Twitter.
Well, I'm looking at Kenneth Walker right here, and this dude looks friggin' built, dude.
He's unbelievably built. I'm starting to buy stock on the Kenneth Walker train there, Kevin.
I am absolutely on board the Kenneth Walker train. I've said it when I was on the Belly Up Fantasy Football show because they wanted to know whose bus are you on. Well, I'm on the Kenneth Walker bus.
Okay, I'll get on. I want Kenneth to have a amazing season, and I want to see what he can do when he's fully healthy because he's missed some time. So I am ready to buy in on Kenneth Walker, but I think people are going to say, "Oh, at running back, who does Arizona have?" He's good.
He's good, but I think Kenneth Walker can be better. And the key to Kenneth Walker for this year is this is his walk year. If he don't put up the numbers this year, it's going to cost him money.
Yeah.
And there's not a whole lot more motivational tool that you need than that.
Whatever. This is a Seahawk podcast.
It is.
We may sound biased sometimes, but sometimes we're not.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, perhaps, we may know what we're talking about.
I think Kevin knows more than what he's talking about, probably more than any of us here.
Probably. I'm probably the one that gets shredded, in the comments when I
actually, you know what? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. So, oh Jesus, we got a lot of hate. We got a lot of hate from the Jalen Ramsey clip, though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh
we did.
my God,
I'm sure we
Bring
did.
it. Bring it.
He doesn't have. He's not that guy anymore. Look at it.
Anyway, the on TikTok we did a lot of traction on the Jalen Ramsey discussion.
Oh man.
Oh good Lord.
They're mad.
You know
at
what?
us
Let
on
me
the
go.
talk.
Let's see what we got here. If it could load the bigger asking if people are living under a rock and he has no clue who was involved in the trade. Clown.
That was
directed at me. It's directed at me.
Wow.
They were.
Wow. Sounds like the guy trying to describe the trade was the one living under a rock. And I responded, I'm pretty good with the TikTok comments. It's like Patrick's rock nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Asking if people are living under a rock, I said some people like rocks.
Yeah.
Gives you a little shade and stuff.
My fiance has a crystal collection.
There you go.
She loves her crystals. I can't say crap about that.
No.
All takes are terrible. Ramsey was first team All Pro that Super Bowl year. Minka had 1 turnover in 2 seasons. Clearly, you haven't done your homework. Ramsey will play free safety slot corner that pretty much swapped talent and got Jonas Smith to help the offense. And I responded with, all chaos is welcomed here. To be fair, that's not a bad thing. He's got a point.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, but the thing is, I stand by what I said. Jalen Ramsey is not the player that he was. Injuries may have been a contributing factor,
Sure.
but the real reason Arthur Smith loves Janu.
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's what I put out there.
Dustin, you're right on this. Okay, because just this morning I sent out my my top tight ends coming up for redraft this year, and one of the comments on Reddit was that I was way off on Jonah Smith or Jonah
Smith.
Jonu. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. I'm sorry.
Okay,
They've got 2 Smiths in Pittsburgh now that know how to run a tight end offense, which I was on the Pat Freiermuth bus. I don't know if I should get off that or not.
I think you should keep your ticket on that bus.
I thought so because this guy runs a 2 tight end set.
Yeah.
And what do they have at wide receiver besides DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
And so I think that this is going to work. So, I'm just saying, Smith at tight end is going to have a great season this year.
We also may have been a little harsh about their secondary because this one comment says the Steelers secondary is Deshaun Elliott, Joey Porter Jr., Jalen Ramsey, Darius Slay, one Thornhill. That's not good. Jalen Ramsey, here's where they lost me, the PFF grade. The PFF grade of 2024 Jalen Ramsey is 76.9, ranking him 16th best corner on a bad defense. Is that terrible? How did Minka do his last 2 seasons? Minka was on the last year of his deal. They weren't going to re-sign him. Jonnu Smith is a weapon. 88 catches, 8 touchdowns, nearly 900 yards receiving. Come on, guys. We take it best. You know what?
That person sounds like someone I'd like to sit down and have a coffee with.
I'm not going to disagree with a lot of the stuff that people say.
Yeah.
Because, I like to hear people out on a lot of stuff.
Well, you sometimes you should, but also the thing is, you get in here and you come behind the mic and you say what comes to your mind live. We
may have been a little harsh, but that's okay.
Maybe upon further reflection, but we'll see how it shakes out.
You know what? Right. Sure.
That's right. We'll see how it shakes out. As somebody else said about my that this is a bad take on tight ends, and this is just wild and everything else. And I'm like, well, I wrote it. I stand by it. Mm-hmm. So
that's all you can do.
Do we have I have a question for you guys. We have a new segment. We have 3 new segments here on this.
3 new segments. We're clocking in at an hour and a half.
Well, we're not going to go through all 3 of them. We're going to go with one of them. We're going to reveal 2 of them. So Dustin's tune of the week.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Wow.
Kevin's keys to the game.
Okay.
We're going to do it throughout the season, stuff like that.
Awesome.
And then my personal favorite is BS of the week. Roll the clip.
BS of the week is going to be awesome because you never know. You never know what's going to come out.
Kevin.
You don't know when that could drop. I mean, literally.
That broke Kevin.
Yeah. We could be.
That's the hardest I've seen him laugh.
That was awesome.
I'm proud of that one. I'm very proud of that one.
Yeah, you should be.
You should be. Yeah.
You should be. Both Kevin and I doth our caps to you too.
That's
for
right.
The creative
right
ideas.
there. See that?
Roll it again. Roll it again. Oh man. We also have
just think that's that's in the bullpen, right? And we're getting ready to signal that in.
Wow.
We don't know when that could happen.
Puns, Kevin.
Yeah, that was a good one.
We also have the smooth report.
Ooh. Where did you find that music? That's pretty good.
So that was from YouTube. So that was from an old GameCube game from back.
I was going to say it sounds video gamey.
It's from Pokemon Coliseum. Believe it or not.
Okay, I never played it.
It's not. It's pretty fun. I will tell you that. Let's see what we got here. How do I do this? I can't figure this crap out. And it's on a loop. Mm-hmm. So there's that stuff. We got to get out here because we've been doing this for an hour and a half.
That's right.
Any final thoughts before we close up shop for the day, lads?
Go
remember,
French fries.
Get your Slurpee before the day's out. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kevin
if I can make a personal recommendation, this was cherry. All right.
Okay. You got me?
They had this flavor called, it was Mountain Dew pineapple berry, and I said, well, I don't think I'm gonna get involved in that.
I'm hearing you out.
So if any of you happen to try that flavor, let me know how it goes.
All right. Well, good to know. Dustin, final thoughts?
Get some fries, and I'm already thinking about my tune of the week for next week. I'm excited about this. I'll have a tune.
That's going to be fun for you to do.
I'll have a tune every time, and I got a friend who he wants to sign off too. He wants to come on in. Go Seahawks! Oh man!
What you have done has made God very unhappy.
I kind of lost Meatwad at the end there. I lost. Meat.
You know what? Fine. What a great way to end the show, lads.
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jan Cruz. That's Kevin Wilson from the great state of Texas. Dustin's coming from the capital region of Albany, New York. I'm coming to you from the beaches of lovely Long Island, New York. This has been Seahawks Sessions, and we'll see you all in this life, and most certainly the next one. Laters.